Welcome to district semifinal action here from Miller City High School. The Bryan Lady Bears are facing off against the Wauseon Indians in a rematch from earlier in the season. Brian Arnold here with Tim Meister to bring the tournament action to you. Coach Meister, another step on the tournament trail. Lady Bears have been here before. We'll see how a young squad handles the atmosphere tonight.
Yeah, very exciting for the Lady Bears to make a return trip to the district. We mentioned this a bit last night at the end of the boys' game that I hope the people of Bryan appreciate the consecutive runs to district for 5 or 6 years now. I mean, it's really difficult to do, especially when you lose a ton of your scoring and a ton of your leadership like you did last year. So kudos to the Lady Bears and the coaching staff for getting them back in this situation, and what I believe is truly a winnable game for them.
Yeah, we saw this in the first round game. Bryan hosted Napoleon. They had been beaten pretty badly by Napoleon earlier in the year, and the Lady Bears made some great adjustments, a good game plan from the coaching staff, executed well by the girls, and Bryan able to get some revenge in that game. Similar situation tonight. A little closer game, ended up being a 17-point margin for Wauseon, but it had been a 3-point game at the half, 5 at the end of 3, and the Lady Bears kind of fell apart in the fourth quarter. So another opportunity here to make up for what was one of the uglier losses of the season for the girls.
Yeah, I was not able to see the first Wauseon game, but in going back and watching a little bit on the tape and then talking to you, you talked about the physical play of Wauseon and how that affected us. I thought in the sectional final game against Napoleon, our physicality was a difference because we really took it to Napoleon in the sense of made them very uncomfortable at being physical with them. So I'm hoping that transitions over to tonight and we can match Wauseon's physical play.
Yeah, definitely. That'll have to be something we'll look for early. The girls are going to have to match that physical play. What's the Oberlin-Turnbull countdown to tip-off? Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. We had the chance to chat with Bryan head coach Todd Grosjean. You're going to have a chance to hear that after this timeout on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Welcome back out to the Golden Bears Sports Network. Don Malenga here, joined with the girls basketball coach, Coach Grosjean. How are you doing today? Good. All right, so last time we talked was right before that Napoleon game, and you guys had a real good result and beat them pretty handily. Why don't you kind of talk us through that game?
Well, it was kind of an interesting start. We obviously got down 9-0 and at the end of the first quarter, and credit to our kids, they didn't panic. We fought our way back into it, got, I think, a 2-point lead at halftime, and from that point on, the girls got hot from the perimeter. Amaya Langham shot the ball extremely well as Ava Zimmerman knocked the 3 down, and when you see the ball go through the hoop, it kind of becomes contagious, and I think that was the case. And we got out to almost, I think, an 18-point lead, had a possession to maybe make it 20, and obviously, credit to Napoleon, they fought back and got it to within, I think, 9 at one point, and then we were able to spread it at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. And, we had talked about it before the game about how this was a team you had lost to earlier on in the season and how there was a little bit more emotions going into this game. What was different between this game compared to the one before?
Well, obviously, the game we played in January, we did not guard very well. It was on a Monday night, no excuses. You got to play when it's scheduled, and we just did not show up, did not play very well, defensively especially. And I think the kids, took that to heart. And then when we had the tournament draw and they jumped on us right away, I think that told them that they didn't have a whole lot of respect for us and they were just going to come into our place and cut our nets down. And thankfully, our girls showed up and they didn't want any part of that. And it was a fun atmosphere. It was a fun game for our kids to get some retribution.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably going to be a theme going forward as we have Wauseon as our next game. We kind of get two teams like Napoleon we lose to in the regular season, and Wauseon's the most recent team we played other than Napoleon, so going to be that kind of same theme for you guys. What's going to be the difference between this game compared to the one that we just played a week ago?
Well, there's not going to be a lot of secrets, obviously, because you've got film on each other throughout the season, and that game we were right in the thick of things. We got in some foul trouble with Avery Ann and Josie, and we had to sit them a little bit. We went to a zone in first half, and I think it was a 4-point game at halftime, and then it was 6 at the end of the third quarter, and then our youth kind of showed the fourth quarter. We kind of panicked a little bit. We took some quick shots, and credit, Wauseon's a senior-laden group, and they've got a lot of experience back, and they knew what to do. They took care of the basketball. We didn't turn them over. We had to put them on the free throw line, and they made their free throws, and obviously it got away from us quite a bit, and hopefully that's not going to be the case this time around.
Yeah, and obviously it's been a week since you guys have played, so there's not much you can change. Was there anything that you guys are going to try to do a little bit better this time around?
Well, hopefully stay out of foul trouble. We didn't guard at times the way we wanted to. I thought we did a nice job offensively taking care of the basketball and taking advantage of some mismatches that we had. We're going to try to attempt to do that again. I think our kids just need to realize that they were in a game until the fourth quarter, and it was our doing that they didn't do anything to us. We just kind of panicked and shot the ball away, and lost our composure a little bit, and that's what happens in the fourth quarter of a game. If you take quick shots and you don't get second chance opportunities, the score can get away from you in a hurry. So.
Yeah, and obviously, there's the term it's hard to beat the same team twice, but it's also kind of nice for you guys to have a familiar face you're playing in a tournament compared to where you could be playing someone 3 hours away you've never scouted before. So maybe a little bit of extra edge for you guys there as well.
Well, and we're going to a place that the kids are familiar with, Miller City. We've had some good experience there, and I think the kids are really going to relish the fact that we get to go back there. We're playing a team that they're very familiar with, and programs that have gone head to head over several years. And Shelley Borton's done a great job with her crew. They've got some seniors that are really solid. We had league voting last night, and they've got some kids on the first team as well as we did. And it's nice to see our league represented. I think at our league meeting last night, they said of the 7 or 8 schools, 5 or 6 of them are still playing. So that says a lot about the league overall this year.
And real quickly, since you brought it up, we'll kind of bring up our league voting. Obviously, we had Josie, who was named first team, Avery was named second team, and Ava Zimmerman, who was our honorable mention. Just how nice is it? Obviously, the individual awards aren't what's most important, but how nice it is for those girls to get some recognition. A really talented group of girls in the league. And
it was tough voting because there are so many young kids in every team's got a freshman, it seems like, or a sophomore that's legitimate basketball players, and obviously Patrick Henry's loaded with underclassmen, and Delta is. I don't know if Delta has maybe 1 or 2 seniors. We have 1 senior, so you're going to see a lot of the same names and faces next year on the court and in our league, and it's just a testament to the coaches in our league and how it prepares you for where we're at in the tournament.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you guys tomorrow. I appreciate the interview, Coach, and we'll be back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
1 in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The Health Class Film Guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
Welcome back to Miller City High School District Semifinal action. D4 Bryan Lady Bears and the Wauseon Indians in a league rematch from earlier in the year. I want to thank tonight's sponsors who make tonight's game possible: the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. Well, I've mentioned a couple times already, these two teams have met. Wauseon defeated Bryan on February 10th in Bryan, 62-45, close game really for 3 quarters. And at the end of fourth quarter, Wauseon took over. Physicality, shot making. Sophie Rupp had a great night that night and scored. She was in the 20s for Wauseon. Lady Bears didn't have an answer for her, so it'll be interesting partly to see what the game plan is tonight. So let's look at the Wauseon Lady Indians and the infographic here for that club.
The Wauseon Lady Indians are led by head coach Shelley Borton in her second year with 31-15 overall record. Lady Indians are averaging 47.3 points a game while allowing 32.9. They shoot 38% from the field, 29% from the three, 61% from the line. They get about 27.2 rebounds a game and about 10.2 assists. And as Coach Arnold said, a very physical style of basketball. We're able to take advantage of that the first time around the Lady Bears played.
Coach Borden's done a nice job at Wauseon. Got them to 19-4 this year. Got them into this district semifinal, 5-2 in a good NWOAL. So Wauseon's had a really good year. So let's look at the Lady Bears and how they've got here tonight.
Lady Bears led by head coach Todd Grostein in his 18th year, 367 and 199 overall. Lady Bears are averaging and allowing exactly 49.3 points a game while shooting 34% from the field, 28% from the three, and 71% from the line, pulling in about 22.7 rebounds a game and 8.6 assists. Lady Bears have really played well since midway through the year, have made a nice run here to get themselves into districts. And again, we'll go back to these teams just saw each other. At this point of the year, Coach Arnold, there is no secrets, and especially when you just played a team a week ago, there's really no secrets.
Seeing a league team at this point, a team you've played since junior high, these girls know each other well, saw each other before junior high, some friends out on the floor, so there aren't a lot of secrets left. See the last 5 games there for the Lady Bears, including the sectional win at home by 12 over Napoleon, a good comeback after taking one on the chin to the Wildcats earlier this year, and then that loss to Wauseon to finish the regular season out. Let's look at the NWOAL standings on the year. You'll see Patrick Henry at the top. They had a great season, still alive in the tournament, as is Delta, who's playing tonight. Then you're followed by Wauseon, Archbold, and Bryan. Lady Bears lost a 3-point game to Patrick Henry, lost in overtime to Archbold. So I think that there's some confidence there from the Lady Bears. They've been in some big games. And I think part of being here before, specifically in this gym before in a tough environment, we'll see how that pays off, because I said it last time, even with girls who maybe didn't play a ton of minutes, Josie Arnold was the only one who played a lot of minutes in those tournament ball games, and that tailed off as the year went on. I think being in that atmosphere, being around kids and being on that team will hopefully play some benefits tonight.
You can talk about it all you want, but the bottom line is when you experience district for the first time and the first time in the gym, and you play a team that's experienced district in this gym on multiple occasions, that is a huge advantage. It may not be in quarters 2, 3, and 4, but it certainly is in quarter 1 and the start of the game. And I think, again, like you said, having these kids be in that situation before is a big advantage for Bryan.
All right, so let's look at the keys to tonight's ball game. Keys to the game brought to you by the Carlin Company, Realty and Auctioneers. They've been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all of your real estate needs. So let's look at the keys for Wauseon.
For the Wauseon Indians, taking care of the basketball so they maximize their offensive possessions. Good one-on-one defense, keeping the Bears out of the paint, and Wauseon's defense, just looking at their numbers, is quite stingy. And rebounding in transition defense. Certainly Wauseon's very aware of Bryan's playing well. They're very aware of their offense is starting to roll. So there's absolutely no surprise that 2 or 3 keys come down to the defensive end of the game, because that is where Wauseon thrives.
All right, so let's look at the keys then for the Lady Bears coming into tonight's game.
For the Lady Bears, limit Rupp's touches on offense. She had a big game against the Bears last time. I look for the Bears maybe to do some defensive things to maybe prevent that from happening again. Stand up to Wauseon's physical play and pressure. Coach said the same thing that we did. He saw the last game they played, so he knows the adjustments they got to make as far as just being physical with them. Then finally spread Wauseon out and attack the 4 quarters. And that's one thing Bryan did really well against Napoleon, and one thing they have done well that second half of the year. They've spread the defense and been able to get into the paint and not only score in the paint, but also kick out to their shooters for wide open threes.
All right, keys to the game, again, brought to you by Carlin Company, Realty and Auctioneers. Let's look at tonight's game officials, brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. Serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. The officials tonight are Reyes Ramirez, George Malk, and Dustin Hugg. A solid tournament crew for tonight's game. Great to see. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull Countdown to Tip-Off. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the anthem and starting lineups.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Tonight's national anthem brought to you by the Veteran Services of Williams County. Now we'll get our starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by the Allie Held Herman Memorial Run and Walk. Mark your calendars and lace up your shoes for the 5th annual Allie Held Herman Memorial Run Walk on Saturday, July 19th at the McDonald Ruff Ice Rink. All right, there you have the starting lineups for both teams. Starting for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bryan Lady Bears, Ava Zimmerman, Amaya Langham, Piper Hanna, Avery Ann Fisher, and Josie Arnold. And for the home team, the Wauseon Indians, Mackenzie Stasa, Joanna Tester, Aislinn Coronado, Sophia Roop, and Anali Reyes. 3 seniors in the lineup for Wauseon, none for the Bears. Stasa, Tester, and Reyes seniors, so ready to jump it up here from Miller City, district semifinal action. Wauseon controls the opening tip. Coronado has it. Bears in their man-to-man. Tester deep on the left side. Gets it up top to Reyes. And Maya Langham has drawn the duty on Roop, and she misses her first shot. Ava Zimmerman looks to get it deep, tipped away by Reyes. And Ali Reyes, good hustle right there. Just get her fingertips on it. Bears looking to get out and run. Nice tip away by Reyes. Bears will keep possession on the baseline. Josie Arnold will trigger it in for the Bears. And deep to Ava Zimmerman. And the Bears are in offense opening possession. Zimmerman, left hand to the lane, can't get the layup to go, boarded by Reyes. Wauseon runs up the left side, ball to Rupp, down low to Tester, works against Fisher, Rupp in the corner. Back out to Coronado. Wauseon will get the half-court offense set. See early here, Amaya Langham face guarding Sophia Roop, making it hard for her to get anywhere on the floor. There's a little bit of a change in the game plan for the Bears. Deep 3 from Coronado, long off back iron, no good. Good check out by Avery Ann Fisher. Rebound to Amaya Langham. She brings it across half court, gets it to Fisher. Fisher's working against Tester, picks up her dribble. Swings to Hanna. Hanna attacks, left hand, little shove from Reyes, no call. So early on, little contact on both ends, no calls. Yep. Pretty consistent tournament officiating. We'll see how that whistle goes. Both teams scoreless so far. About a minute and a half in on the main stop scoreboard. Tester up top, thought about the 3, gets it in deep to Reyes, working against Arnold. She kicks to the corner. Coronado 3 again. Off back iron, no good. Offensive rebound to Stas, a good hustle play, gets it out to Coronado. She works left side. Rupp's got it, curls. Stas's 3, back iron, no good. Tester gets a rebound, fires in the backcourt, chased down by Ava Zimmerman. She runs out, contact, there's a whistle. Great hustle by Ava Zimmerman, runs it down, foul on Stasa. First foul of the night, first free throws of the night. Ava Zimmerman goes to the Welling Construction free throw line. Welling Construction, 3rd generation, family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712. Ava Zimmerman breaks the seal for both teams. Bears with a 1-0 lead after that free throw. Ava comes in shooting 78% from the free throw line. Second free throw is good. 2-0 on the main stop scoreboard for the Bears, and we're going to see a little bit of full court pressure here now for the Bears, man-to-man.
And so far, Bryan doing an excellent job on the defensive end. Every shot Wauseon has taken is again contested. A couple long offensive rebounds, but Coach Groesching has to be pleased with how they come out and set the defensive tone right away.
Stasa, good feed inside to Tester, can't get it to go. Get a rebound to Avery and Fisher, and then they're going to call Fisher on the end line. Maybe a little help with a shove from behind there, but called out of bounds. Another good defensive rebound for the Bears. Turn it over. Wauseon will have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Stasa used all of that 5 seconds to get ball inbounded. Poked away by Avery Ann Fisher, and that'll stay down here with Wauseon.
Great job by the Bears there. Great job by the coaching staff scouting that because they sat on that out of bounds play. Let's see if they do it again.
Ball inbounded to Reyes. Tries a pivot move. She's surrounded by Bears. Josie Arnold takes it away, gets it up to Langham. Langham pushes, attacks middle. Hanna's 3 on the way. Bang! Big 3 for Piper Hanna. 5-0 lead for the Bears. Extra offense for Piper Hanna is huge for Coach Groesching's squad.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really going to spread Wauseon's defense and make them defend the whole floor now.
Wauseon now in the half court. Stasa out high right side. Works against Hannah. Good help from Ava Zimmerman. Coronado bluffs the three. Penetrate. Amaya Fisher, Piper Hannah got a piece of that. Sophia Roop with the quick fire. Hannah had it, was falling down, lost her balance, throws it in. Reyes gathers it up. She gets the first bucket for Wauseon. 5-2 now on the main stop scoreboard. Bears with the early lead. And we see a little bit of that physicality we talked about from the first game. Hannah with the shot fake. Good attack right there by Piper Hannah. Good aggressive action by her here early. And that foul is going to be called on Coronado. Second foul on Wauseon. More free throws for the Bears.
Early on, Bryan has done a very nice job of recognizing who Reyes is guarding, and they're getting her to the basket because she's going to have to defend someone on Bryan that's just a really tough guard for her right now because she's a post player. So I'm sure they talked about that in film session. If you have her one-on-one and you get her to the basket, get her to the basket.
And she's going to take a break as Marin Leatherman checks in. Miley Vollmer checks in for the Bears to give Amaya Langham a break. Piper Hannah's going to get her second shot at a free throw. First one was good. Hannah comes in as a 73% free throw shooter. Second one is no good. Rebound to Leatherman. And Stasa has it, pushes quick to the other end for Wauseon. Attacks all the way to the basket. Ball taken away by Miley Vollmer, but she falls. Travel called. Wauseon will keep it out of bounds under their basket. 4:34 left, opening frame, 6-2 lead for the Bears. Stasa looks to inbound, cutting Tester. When she had a good look, fumbled it, probably thinking about shooting before she had it. Her and Avery and Fisher tangled up. Ball goes out of bounds off of Fisher. Another inbound for Wauseon. Sasa inbounds to Rupp. Gets a lot of attention. Turnaround doesn't go. Rebound to Miley Vollmer. Josie Arnold up quickly to Piper Hannah. Hannah aggressive, gets it to Vollmer. Vollmer tries to draw some contact, throws up a fadeaway, doesn't go. Nice bounce pass ahead to Tester, can't get the layup. Off the front rim, ripped away by Avery and Fisher. And the Bears look to run. Fisher gives to Arnold, she attacks. We're gonna get a foul on the floor before the bucket.
Right now, Bryan's defensive presence is causing Wauseon some issues. They've had some makeable shots, but they're looking for the foul. They're looking for the blocks. They're not going to get that whistle. I think Bryan has done a really nice job of not letting them get comfortable.
Second foul there on Mackenzie Stasa. So too early, 3 on Wauseon. Bears look to inbound. Deep end inbound again to half court. Maya Langham gathers, gets it to Vollmer. Piper Hannah now deep right side. And just like on the other end, a little bit of face guard going on. Arnold gets it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman works right side, kicks to Vollmer. Vollmer with a long skip to Hannah, gathers. Hannah to Arnold. Arnold gets hammered at the free throw line. Looks like that's probably going to go on Tester. So 4 quick fouls, 3:34 left in the first. Next foul on Wauseon. The Bears will be shooting. And we're going to see a sub come in. Stasa's going to take a break as number 12, Tegan Hamilton, comes in. And we're going to sub for the Bears. Avery and Fisher back in the game for Piper Hannah. 6-2 Bears lead.
Bears are creating some mismatches by running that open post offense and making Wauseon defend all 5 positions.
Miley Vollmer with a quick 3 off the inbound, nails the 3. Big shot by the junior. Gives the Bears a 9-2 early lead here in the first quarter. Then we're going to get our first whistle of the night against the Bears. Ava Zimmerman with a little aggressive in the man-to-man defense there, a little handsy. But that's where Ava's strength is, good, aggressive man-to-man defense. First foul on the Bears. Coronado in the backcourt works against Zimmerman. Bears now showing that matchup, 2-3 zone. Tester swings top to Roop, swings to Coronado. Coronado had a little space to shoot. She missed her first 2 shots. Roop now far right side, gets it to Leatherman, out to Coronado. She attacks left side, handoff to Tester. She attacks down the paint, gets the runner to go. Good aggressive move by Joanna Tester. Ball quickly ahead to Miley Vollmer. Step through. Boy, it looked like a little contact on the arm, and then we're going to get a foul called on Vollmer. She's trying to tie up Hamilton, and she's going to get called for the push. Second foul on the Bears. It'll be the first one on Vollmer, and I think Hamilton banged her head when she went to the floor, so we're going to get an official's timeout. We're going to take a quick break here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We'll be back right after this.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
All right, so Hamilton over on the bench for Wauseon. Wauseon will have the ball, bring it up against that full court pressure from the Bears. 9-4 Bears lead, 2.5 left here in the opening quarter as Coronado works against Hannah. Gives to Roop. Roop to the cutting Leatherman. Tester up top, swings right. Subbed in the game, Abby Kissel in for Wauseon. Leatherman eyes up the three, long off back iron. Great checkouts by the Bears. Avery Ann Fisher runs it down, gets it ahead to Miley Vollmer. Tries a spin move, doesn't go. Josie Arnold open in the middle of the paint, can't get the jumper to go. And then in the scramble for the ball, it's going to go out of bounds off of Wauseon. Bears will keep possession. Arnold to inbound for the Bears. Gets it to Avery Ann Fisher inside. Nice job through two defenders, finishes off glass. Avery Ann Fisher, her first bucket. 7-point lead for the Bears, 2 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Avery Ann caught it in a real tough spot, but boy, did she do a great job of playing off 2 feet, balanced, like you said, Coach, going up through contact and finishing off that play.
Yeah, that's not where you want it in that spot, but she made it look easy after she caught and finished. Kissel up high, Avery Ann Fisher, good aggressive defense. Kissel picks up her dribble, gets it to Leatherman. Coronado with the cut. Kick to Leatherman, Leatherman's three again. Off front iron, doesn't go. Tester gets a rebound. Kissel alone on the backside will finish. Two Bears were trying to battle Tester. Her shot came off backside. Kissel gets it off glass. Cuts the Bears lead to 11-6. Josie Arnold gets it down the paint. Left-hand layup, good. Back to 7, 13-6. Josie Arnold's first bucket of the night. Coronado again brings it up the floor. Gets to Roop in front of the Bryan bench. Leatherman alone, top of the key, flex cut action. Tester ends up with the ball, poked away by Piper Hannah, and then ball's going to be out of bounds, coming back into Tester's hands. 59.3 left here on the clock. 13-6 lead for the Bears. Miley Vollmer gets a well-deserved break. Kelsey Thiel in the game for her first time out. Ava Zimmerman will inbound. Gets it up to Kelsey Thiel. Kelsey Thiel works up the floor against Roop. Picks up her dribble on the right side, gets it to Fisher. Fisher got bumped a little bit by Tester, but they're going to call her out of bounds on the end line. Another turnover there for the Bears. And you can see what the Bears used the other night with Napoleon, that physicality. It's going both ways tonight. It's not for the faint of heart in this ball game right now.
No, and it's not chippy, it's not dirty, it's just good physical basketball.
Nope, two teams that know each other, and they know how to defend. 40 seconds left on the clock. Roop with the ball against Langham. Down low to Leatherman working against Zimmerman. Tries to throw up a shot, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound. That doesn't go. Tester gets it, throws it out high to Roop. Swing around to Leatherman. Another three on the way, and that one rolls around and goes. Marin Leatherman buries the three. 13-9, Bears lead. 20 seconds left on the clock. Good scramble by Wauseon there off of the offensive rebound. Piper Hannah works off a screen from Langham. Kicks to Kelsey Thiel. And then she loses the handle in the paint, turns it over. 2-1. Stasa fires from half court, too high. Shot doesn't go. So at the end of one on the main stop scoreboard, Lady Bears with a 4-point lead, 13-9. We'll be back after break on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
And gets possession here to start the second quarter, and Coach Meister, big number here in the stats early on.
Yeah, they gave up 6 offensive rebounds to Wauseon. I think 2 of those they scored points on. Bears have turned it over 5 times, Wauseon 2. So the Bears are in a great position with all that. One of the big reasons is they've gotten themselves to the free throw line themselves.
Bears get a set play, get Josie Arnold open for a 3, and she buries her first shot from the outside. 5 for Arnold, 16-9 lead for the Bears. Nice set play coming out of the quarter for Coach Grosjean's squad. Bears stay in their man-to-man. Nice job by Wauseon using Rupp in a screen to get a switch off of Amaya Langham. She finishes inside off glass. Rupp gets her first 2, 16-11 Bears lead.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a conscientious effort on Wauseon's part to get Rupp the ball. She was scoreless in the first quarter.
Ava Zimmerman works off of a screen from Arnold. Hannah gets the ball to the basket, blocked partially by Leatherman. Coronado pushes for Wauseon. Hands off to Rupp in front of the Bryan bench to Kissel. Kissel up top, gets it to Coronado. Coronado's going to attack, left side, looks to kick. Nobody's there. Official's going to say that Bryan deflected that pass. It'll stay down here with Wauseon. Coach Grosjean's trying to help him change that call, but the official doesn't seem to want to listen.
He was not up for his advice or his opinion.
Shockingly. Coronado will inbound, gets it to Rupp, to Kissel. Ball gets deflected by Avery Ann Fisher. She takes it away, gets it to Arnold. She'll attack. Left hand off glass, falls off the front of the rim, can't get it to go. Kissel's pass deflected again by Fisher in the backcourt, but Coronado picks it up, and she'll bring it up. 6:40 left in the half, 5-point lead for the Bears. Tester in front of Coach Grosjean. Curl for Rupp, taken away by Arnold. Leatherman up high, gets it back to Rupp. She swings up top to Kissel. Kissel picks up her dribble. Some trouble again. Avery and Fisher is just waiting to take another ball out top. Zimmerman now on Coronado. Coronado sets the offense to Kissel on the left side. Picks up her dribble again. Avery and Fisher for, we get a timeout call. Thought we might get a 5 there, but we get a timeout called on the floor. Going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with them. Timeouts tonight sponsored, as always, by S&S Directional Boring. Don't let old lead water lines or broken sewer laterals give your home an unexpected timeout. Unsure if you have lead water lines, call S&S Directional Boring at 419-630-0726, and we'll inspect it for you. And I think one of the things we can see right now is Stasa with the 2 fouls is on the bench for Wauseon, and that throws Kissel into the ball game for Coach Borton's squad, and she's obviously not quite the player that the senior is. The Lady Bears are trying to take advantage every time she has the ball of really getting up in her grill, seeing if they can deflect passes, turn her over, and they've been able to do that one time.
You know, that's a great point, Coach. We talk all the time about not letting teams get comfortable in their offense. You've heard us use that term 100 of times, and that's part of it. When you have a backup point guard coming in, you force the offense to start out further from the basket, maybe to push them to one side and another. That is a huge benefit if you can do that.
Hamilton back in the game. She screens for Rupp. Rupp gets the cut and the bucket at the rim. 4 points now. 6 points. Rupp looking to get going. 4 points. Langham fires a 3, long off the backside. Rebound to Coronado. Wauseon looks to run. Bears back in transition. Pretty good transition defense right there from Bryan. 16-13 Bears lead. 5:40 left in the half. Wauseon in the half court. Tester passes up on the screen, but we're going to get a push called on Piper Hannah. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter. First foul on either team this quarter. Shooting foul called, so Joanna Tester will go to the free throw line Senior comes in averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, 72% free throw shooter on the year. First free throw rattles around and drops.
Nice little set by Wauseon there, Coach. Typically you see them cut a person through and run an ISO from the wing. They ran that from the corner. It kind of threw the Bears off. So really nice set by Wauseon.
Second free throw is good. So Tester cuts the Bears lead to 1. 16-15, Bears with the lead here in the second quarter. And we're going to turnover in the backcourt. Official calls double dribble on Amaya Langham. Amaya and Coach Grosjean a little bit unsure about that call.
Yeah,
so Wauseon will have the ball with a chance to get their first lead of the night.
It was actually a good call. She put both hands on the ball at the same time because she was going to pass, just got caught. She did a pretty nice job of faking her way through it because it was pretty slick, but unfortunately Dusty Hug was able to see it. I think that was the right call.
Stasa back in now for Wauseon, has the ball on the right side, defended by Avery Ann Fisher, works through some contact. Roop with a long three from the corner, long, and we're going to get the old over the back call, but a push called on Joanna Tester. That'll be her second foul. Good check out on the backside. Now that Wauseon's advantage is their length. That is definitely their advantage in this game. We talked about their offensive rebounds so far, but the Bears have been scrappy all year and have been good defensive rebounders because they get a body on people. Arnold inbounds to Langham, gets it back. She'll bring it up the floor as Sophia Roop waits for her to cross the timeline. Arnold gets it to Fisher, clear out for Fisher, works against Kissel. Well, a lot of contact on that layup. They're going to call it as a block out of bounds. Looked like a lot of contact on the forearm.
I think one of the things we're seeing is the officials are not going to let shooters draw contact and call the foul. They're going to say if you're going to force the contact and you're going to do it with the defender still in a good position, we're not making that call, so we're going to have to adjust to that.
Arnold inbounds up top to Ava Zimmerman. Loses her dribble. Hands off to Arnold. Deep three, top of the key. Too long off back iron. Great rebound by Avery Ann Fisher. Step through layups, good. Gives the Bears a 3-point lead. Good offensive rebound by Avery Ann Fisher.
Great effort on Avery Ann's part, coming from about 18 feet away to get that rebound.
Coronado pushes all the way to the left corner. Works off of a screen from Leatherman. Leatherman cuts, defended by Zimmerman. She gets bumped. Shot goes. Chance to go to the free throw line and tie up the game. Wauseon, good job finding the mismatch there. Leatherman on Zimmerman, got the ball down deep. Good catch and finish. They're going to be the second foul on Piper Hanna. And she will come out as Miley Vollmer comes in. One chance at a free throw here for Marin Leatherman. 52% free throw shooter on the year, averaging 4 points a game coming in. Can't get that free throw to go. And then Avery Ann Fisher throws it away. Coronado steps in front of the outlet pass. Bears with a 1-point lead, 4:23 left here in the opening frame. Coronado works left, drive taken away by Vollmer, gets it back out to Leatherman. Reyes, who's checked in, steps through. Coach Meister, there might have been a little bailout there that we didn't get on the other end.
Yeah, and that surprises me because they have not made that call all night. And the other thing is Reyes got away with a massive hook. She got that ball in the paint. She hooked the girl with her elbow and spun. Back official was blocked out by that, yet he still made the call on the shot.
Reyes' first free throw is good. We have a tie ball game. 18 all with 4:10 left here. Third foul in the quarter on the Bears. That was the first on Avery Ann Fisher. Reyes, the 60% free throw shooter on the year. Line drive free throw is good. Wauseon's first lead of the night, 19-18 Indians. Bears with possession. Langham pushes up.
See if the Bears can spread the floor and take advantage of Reyes just like this.
Vollmer gets it all the way under, kicks to Zimmerman. Zimmerman out to Langham. Shot fakes the three, attacks. Ball gets poked away. Going to go out of bounds off of Wauseon. You're not going to get much clean going to the hoop. A lot of contact, need to be strong with the ball. Bears will have possession underneath.
Nice job by Bryan figuring out to take advantage. They got to get back to spreading the floor and getting the ball to the basket, then kicking out to the open shooters.
We're going to get a foul called on Coronado, just running into, through, and then over Miley Vollmer. Good screen by Vollmer. Tough foul there. 2 on Coronado. So that's three, maybe 4 players for Wauseon with 2 fouls early. Arnold inbounds to Langham, shot fake, got Leatherman in the air, got to the rim to finish with the left hand, no good, board by Reyes. Coronado will work it up against Zimmerman. Roop has it out on the side, Bears in that matchup 2-3 zone. Reyes at the right elbow, gathers a couple Bears in front of her. Coronado left side. Now Roop up high, back to Coronado, left side three on a line and good. Mr. First Couple knocked that one down. 4-point lead now for Wauseon, 3:17 left in the opening quarter. Maya Langham will bring it up against the Wauseon man-to-man, works off of a screen from Miley Vollmer. Good roll by Vollmer, she was open. Langham just didn't see her come free off of it. Vollmer screens again. Langham late with the pass, and Bears turn it over again. Been the story of the second quarter, it feels like. Roop tries to draw some contact, doesn't get it. Board comes off. Leatherman, left side three, long. Rebound poked around, ends up in Roop's hands. Back out to Coronado. Wauseon just kind of out-scrapped the Bears that time. Reyes turns it over and throws it into Miley Vollmer's hands. Great job by Miley Vollmer reading that pass and taking it away. Zimmerman hands off to Arnold, deep right side in front of the Wauseon bench. Works off the screen from Vollmer, comes down the paint, kicks to Langham. Arnold screen for her. Vollmer looks to attack against Reyes. Zimmerman thought about the three, pass it up. Langham will attack. Left hand layup, good. Bears advantage is getting to the basket. Finishing is the question now.
Their offense is so much better when they reverse the ball once or twice and then hit that gap like you talked about. Wauseon simply can't defend that.
Bears stay in the zone. Reyes to Roop, top of the key. Back to Hamilton, left side three is good. Tegan Hamilton knocks down the three. Comes in averaging 1 point a game. She's only made 4 on the year. She took that one with a lot of confidence. Langham gets stuck at the top. Arnold will drive. Layup good off glass. 3-point lead for Wauseon, 25-22. Bears are going to stay, looks like they're going to stay in their zone down on the far end as Zimmerman defends Coronado, bringing the ball up the floor, trying to get a 5 count.
Should have it.
The officials still count. I don't know how many times you're going to shake that arm, but it sure looked like it was more than 5. They need some math intervention over on that other side, Coach Meister.
Yeah, unless there's a number between 4 and 5 no one's told me about my whole life. I don't know how that's not a 5.
Miley Vollmer and Amaya Langham will go out. Kelsey Thiel checks back in for the Bears. And Piper Hanna back on the floor for the Bears. Sometimes I'm a little slow with the information. There's a giant column here dividing the floor for us. So I'm going to get a lot of steps and just going back and forth. Playing a one-man tennis match up here.
I'm tired watching you.
Stasa to Reyes. Reyes to the cutting Tester. Tester draws some company down there. Then the ball gets taken away from Kelsey Thiel. Arnold and Reyes get tied up down low, and that ball's going to stay with Wauseon. And that's one where Kelsey Thiel's just got to be strong with that basketball. Yeah. You're not going to do anything unmolested and uncontested. 1:01 left on the clock. Wauseon with the ball and a 3-point lead. Bears stay in their 2-3 zone. Roop running all the way on the baseline. Kelsey Thiel, good job closing out. Skip up top to Stasa. Stasa backs it out, sets the offense, gives to Kissel. Kissel defended by Ava Zimmerman to Tester. Tester gets it poked away, ends up in Ava Zimmerman's hands. Bears with a chance to cut into this 3-point lead. Kelsey Thiel has it up top. Gets it back to Hannah in the right corner. Works to the free throw line. Thiel with the shot fake. Bounce pass, great pass to Piper. Hannah on a great cut. Hannah can't get it to go. Rebound to Reyes. Bears need to stop here. 16 seconds left in the quarter. No fouls. Need to stop. Stay in their zone. Stasa to the right side up top to Roop. Roop works off a screen from Tester. Fires up the 2 off glass. 4-3 up quickly. Thiel 2-pointer. Can't get it to go. That bucket will give Wauseon a 27-22 lead to end the half here. So Bears playing with a lot of fight, a little outsized. Haven't gotten the whistle that they liked there in the second half, but you got Wauseon players on that side. You've got 3 girls at least with 2 fouls. We'll see if that becomes an issue. We'll see how things go in the third quarter. pretty well played first half by two teams that really know each other well.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a great first half. Both teams putting out maximum effort. You knew although Bryan got the early lead, Wauseon was going to make a run. As we said, they're not 19-4 without a reason. They're very good. I thought Wauseon did a little better job in the second quarter of finding the open threes and then making the open threes. On the flip side, Bryan came in. They did not want Roop to control or dominate this game, and I think for the most part they have done that. She has 4.6 points, but she has not been a massive factor. And then on the end, again, we'll talk about this, I'm sure, with our adjustments. I thought the Lady Bears did a terrific job of spreading the floor and not only recognizing the mismatch, but knowing where the ball had to go once they found the mismatch. And I think those are some things that Coach Grosjean is going to try to exploit in the second half.
I thought the Bears did a great job attacking the basket, just didn't finish as well as what they could. So, the upside is our quickness has been a benefit. We are able to get the ball to the basket. We need to make sure we finish. In a ball game like this, you can't leave a lot of points on the floor, and right now I think that's one of the things that the coaches will talk about is continue what you're doing offensively because you're getting shots, you're getting looks at the rim. Don't worry about what the whistle is. Just keep attacking the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kids should be able to adjust to the whistle by now. I mean, they should know exactly what's going to get called and what's not to. So I don't think that's going to play a big part into it. But like you said, they're doing a great job of getting the ball to the basket. We just have to finish.
All right, well, it's halftime here at Miller City. About 8.5 left on the clock. Wauseon with a 5-point lead in the district semifinals. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some stats for the first half and adjustments going into the last two quarters here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
One in 10 kids vape. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Talk to your child about vaping today.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
All right, back at Miller City High School. Bryan Lady Bears and the Wauseon Indians in this Division IV district semifinal. So let's talk some statistics here for both teams, Coach Meister.
Yeah, let's go team stats first. For Wauseon, they were 7 for 18 from the 2, 3 for 11 from the 3. They pulled in 8 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive rebounds, turned it over 5 times, were 4 for 5 from the free throw line. For the Bryan Lady Bears, they were 5 for 16 from the 2. 3 for 5 from the 3. 3 offensive rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds. Turned it over 7 times, and they were 3 for 4 from the line.
Well, shooting, I think neither one of those numbers for either team are going to be real good as far as shooting percentage. The Bears from 3 have been good. Everything else, I think part of what it is, and we talked about this in the first half, is you're not getting anything that isn't contested anywhere around the rim for either team. If you're going to take the ball in the paint, you're drawing a lot of company, and you're getting every shot contested. Somebody's getting their hands on the ball either on the way to the hole or as you're getting the shot off. So both teams, both coaches are going to be talking about strength around the hoop.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to a little individual scoring here. For Wauseon, Johanna Tester with 4, Abby Kissel with 2, Marin Leatherman with 5, Azaline Coronado with 3, Hamilton with 3, Roop with 6, and Reyes with 4. The Lady Bears, Ava Zimmerman with 2, Amaya Langham with 2, Piper Hanna with 4, Avery Ann Fisher with 4, and they're led by Josie Arnold with 7.
And I liked what Piper Hanna was doing early. She's a kid that we count on for a lot of defense, a lot of loose balls, those defensive rebounds. She does the tough stuff. She does the dirty work. She's that kid this year. And if we continue to get some offense out of her, that's huge for the Bears. And I thought she did a great job attacking the basket. She's got a great first step. Wasn't able to finish a couple times there late, but she's going to. And I think if they continue to defend her with less than their best defenders, I think that's something the Bears might be able to take advantage of as we get here further into the second half. So we're going to take one more break here, or take a minute break, I should say. We're going to come back. We'll talk halftime adjustments for both teams, look at some out-of-town scores. Brian Arnold and Tim Meister here with you on the Golden Bears Sports Network at halftime. Wauseon with a 5-point lead over the Lady Bears.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
All right, back here at Miller City, let's thank our sponsors for tonight's game. I want to thank the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. So Coach Meister, the Lady Bears back on the floor here with a little over 3 left at the half. So let's talk about them first since they're out. What are some adjustments Coach Groshine talked about with his team in the locker room?
I think their adjustments are pretty simple. One of the things they have to do is they gave up 8 offensive rebounds to Wauseon, and Wauseon did get some second chance points there. So I think the Bears have to be very conscientious and very intentional about putting bodies on them when shots go up, especially on threes. If you get some long threes, everyone has to check out. I think the second thing is, I'm saying this only as a matter of fact, Reyes cannot guard anybody on Bryan in a one-on-one situation because Bryan doesn't play a post player. So you're asking a kid who's never had to defend on the perimeter to step out and play on the perimeter. And Bryan, I think they need to continue to recognize that, swing the ball, reverse it, stay wide on their offense, and figure out who Reyes is guarding. And even if they can run a pick and roll with that, they're still going to get a mismatch. So I think he has to continue to take care of the mismatches, not settle for shots. I think it's okay per possession if Bryan makes 5 or 6 passes as the game doesn't get up and down. But they're at their best, like you said, when they can get it to the basket. And right now, their mismatches on Reyes.
Yeah, and it's a double-edged sword if you're Coach Borton, because you can put Reyes down in the post, and she's got to draw 2 defenders every time she's got it down there. So offensively creates an advantage. Defensively gives you a little bit of a handicap. So let's talk about Wauseon. Coach Borton, what do you think her thoughts were at the half? What's she telling her crew?
Well, I think, one, we saw in the second quarter, they're going to be extremely intentional about getting the ball to Roop. She only had 6, and 4 of those came late in the second quarter. So I think they're going to try to find a way to get it inside. I think she also wants to keep her guards out of foul trouble. She has to play her backup point guard that many minutes again in the second half. I think you'll see Bryan pressure and create some of that uncomfortable feeling that Wauseon experienced there in the second quarter before they kind of got things figured out. And then the other thing is I want to see if she doesn't maybe not play Reyes and instead will post Tester or post Roop, maybe to try to offset that Bryan quickness. But again, they did a nice job of coming back, so I think she's just going to continue to say, hit the offensive boards, and let's make our offense inside out and not outside in.
Yeah, and I think they were able to get Roop a couple of looks there off of a nice set. So if the Bears are going to continue to face guard when they're in man-to-man, then they're going to run some screens with her, use her as the screener, roll off there because that cleans things up because it makes it hard when the other girl's not going to help. Out-of-town scores, we've got a little bit of tournament action. Most games are going to happen tomorrow night. Following this game tonight is the other district semifinal between the Kenton Wildcats, the top seed in the district, and the St. Mary's Rough Riders. That game will be after this. The winner of this game will get that winner at 2 o'clock on Saturday back here in Miller City. In Defiance right now in a district semifinal game, Ottawa Glandorf leads Lima Bath by 15 at the half, 31-16. So we got about 40 seconds left here on the clock. This has been the Oberlin-Turnbull halftime show. We're going to get set to go here. But like I said earlier, Bears will have the opening possession of the half. They're going to come back with their 5 starters: Ava Zimmerman, Amaya Langham, Piper Hanna, Avery Ann Fisher, and Josie Arnold. On the other side for Wauseon, they're coming back with, it looks like, their starters as well: Stasa, Coronado, Sophia Roop, Reyes, and Joanna Tester. So both teams coming back with their starters on the floor for Wauseon. Tester, Coronado, and Stasa all with 2 fouls. Piper Hanna has 2 for the Bears. Josie Arnold inbounds to Amaya Langham. Bears working against Wauseon's man-to-man defense. Arnold now on the far right side. Gets it up top to Hanna. She works against Reyes. Look for a handoff to Arnold. Couldn't get it to her. Now Avery Ann Fisher against Tester. Crossover dribble. Gets into the middle. Kicks it out to Langham. Eyed the 3. Didn't take it. Piper Hanna will take a 3. Doesn't get it to go. Chased down in the corner by Amaya Langham. Good hustle. Offensive rebound there by number 4. Good job of attacking the basket right there. They're going to get a bump on Joanna Tester, and she's going to quickly pick up her 3rd foul. 32 seconds into the 3rd, and that's big. All of these starters, if you make Wauseon go to their bench, that's going to be helpful to the Bears. Marin Leatherman, who had a great first half for Wauseon, will check in for Tester.
And I think Tester might be the most athletic kid on the floor. So again,
Arnold's inbound pass deep to Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it to Hanna in the corner. Hanna looks to drive, picks up her dribble. Zimmerman picks up hers, back to Hanna. Hanna now working against Reyes. Maya Langham up top, dribbles right side, screen from Hanna. Well, she had a chance there at a short jumper and passed it up, and I think Maya Langham's got to take that shot. Zimmerman got it to Fisher. Langham, left side 3 is long off back iron. Josie Arnold, Avery Ann Fisher battling. Fisher can't get it to go. Reyes chases down the defensive rebound for Wauseon, so the Bears come up empty. Minute-long possession there to start the half, but can't get any points out of it. Wauseon with the ball, 5-point lead, early 3rd quarter. Stasa works against Piper Hanna. Far left, screen for Marin Leatherman. Turnaround jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound by Ava Zimmerman. Zimmerman baseball pass to Langham, picked up. Runner, layup, good. Amaya Langham gets a bucket. Gets the Bears back to within 3. Ava Zimmerman in the one-man press here against Coronado. The rest of the Bears drop back into their half-court man. Leatherman, top of the key, swings to Coronado. Coronado up top to Roop, swings to Leatherman. Lobs inside to Reyes. Reyes dribble, can't get the shot to go. Gets a second chance, can't get that to go. Tips it away, Leatherman picks it up. Then Leatherman is going to be fouled by Arnold. Josie Arnold got a little too much wrist trying to tie her up on the jump ball, so teams first, her first. Wauseon will keep possession. 5:50 left here in the 3rd on the Main Stop scoreboard. Main Stops, Thirsty Thursday, every Thursday. Don't forget about your Main Stops on Thursday nights. Coronado works all the way to right elbow. Then we're going to get a reach on Avery Ann Fisher. Avery Ann Fisher just got herself a little bit out of position right there, and that'll be 2nd on Fisher. So 2 for her, 2 for Hanna. No one else with more than 1 for the Bears. And a quick 2nd foul. So 2:15 into the half here, and already 3 fouls whistled from the officials. Stas inbounds to Reyes, top of the key, swings to Coronado. Coronado will get the offense set for the Indians. Stasa works baseline. Zimmerman switches off onto her, kick out to Coronado. Works to go left side, runner, sneaks it over the front of the rim. Coronado with the runner gets the layup. 5 for her and a 5-point lead again for Wauseon. Lady Bears into their half court. Langham again. Nice job switching to the left hand, finishing off glass. Amaya Langham, good aggressive move. 4 quick ones for her, 3-point lead for Wauseon. And you said it, Coach Meister, that's a mismatch for the Bears they have to take advantage of.
They've done a really nice job, I think, of recognizing that tonight.
Roop works off of a screen from Reyes, loses her dribble, gets it back. Coronado up top, lob inside. Reyes too strong off glass, rebound to Arnold. She looks to push, gets it ahead to Hanna. Hanna works baseline, back to Arnold, 3-pointer left side, long, way long. Marin Leatherman grabbed it, trying to get the ball away from Fisher, standing out of bounds, so the Bears will retain possession. 29-26. Wauseon with a 3-point lead, 4:33 left here in the third quarter. Bears with the ball under their basket. Arnold will inbound. Nobody to throw to, ends up throwing it to Coach Grosjean on the sideline, so a turnover to the Bears. The officials are talking about a possible tip by Wauseon. They're saying that ball was deflected. And then the officials work together and give the ball back to Wauseon. So turnover for the Bears. Out of bounds plays have not been real crisp for the Bears tonight. And I don't think we've gotten it in except to chuck it to half court.
You know, Coach, both teams have struggled with out-of-bounds plays. I think that goes back to what we talked about. There are no secrets at this point. Everybody knows everybody's sets.
Nope, you've been scouted. You're going to have a couple of options off of everything. Leatherman works double down, triple down. Tries to shoot it through a crowd. That ball is short, rebounded by Zimmerman. Zimmerman gets it to Arnold. And then Arnold will fumble the ball out of bounds. I think she was saying about getting it to Vollmer before Vollmer was ready. So a couple of back-to-back empty possessions with turnovers for the Bears. All possessions are big at this point, especially when you're battling against a bigger team. Zimmerman and Coronado continue that one-on-one battle in the front court. Ava Zimmerman, just with that one, can be aggressive and is aggressive. And then we're going to get an over and back call. I think the Wauseon faithful would like a bump called on Ava Zimmerman. I'm sure there was a little bit of contact, but Coronado ended up in the backcourt, and they call the over and back on the Wauseon point guard.
Wauseon people are slightly disagreeing with that call. Just a little bit.
Yeah, not in favor of that whistle, I don't think. So Piper Hanna is going to bring it up now against Stasa. Picks up her dribble out top and is in trouble. Gets it to Josie Arnold working against Sophia Roop. Now to Fisher, and the Bears running their offense real high as Fisher tries right side, gets into the paint, runner, foul. She's going to go to the free throw line. Chance to get this, cut into this 3-point lead for Wauseon. And that foul is on Coronado. That's her third. So Tester and Coronado now both with 3 fouls. Avery and Fisher at the line for the Bears. First free throw is good. Fisher, a freshman, had a fantastic year for the Bears this year. Just named second team all NWOAL. 80% free throw shooter. Comes in averaging 12.6. That was 0.5 of the night. Second free throw is long and in. Drops in off back iron. So Avery and Fisher works through the announcer jinx, knocks that down. Gets the Bears to within 1. 29-28 Wauseon. Coronado a little out of control. Is able to find Stasa. Out to Leatherman. Leatherman gets it back to Coronado to reset the Wauseon offense. Ava Zimmerman stays on Coronado. Coronado left side to Leatherman, out top to Stasa. Now Stasa will take control of the offense up top, working against Avery and Fisher. Gets it to Hamilton on the right side, defended by Miley Vollmer closely. Picks up the dribble, ball deflected by Vollmer. Arnold picks up the loose ball. She looks to attack, finds Hanna's right side 3. Bang! Piper Hanna with a big 3 and a 2-point lead for the Bears and a timeout by Wauseon. Huge three-pointer by Piper Hanna. Get a full timeout. We're going to take it with them here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
All right, we come out of a full S&S directional boring timeout by Wauseon. Lady Bears with a little flurry right there, back in the lead at 31-29, 2:46 left here in the third. As Stasa brings it up against Fisher. Handoff to Coronado, right back to Stasa, works off the screen from Roop. Now they've got the matchup. They want Roop against Fisher. She throws up a shot, can't get anything to go, but on the backside, Reyes by herself gets the offensive board in the finish. Just talked in the break there. The Bears had limited offensive rebounds. Wauseon comes right out, gets one and a finish as Miley Vollmer ends up on the floor. Good hustle by both Stasa and Langham. Feels like the Bears got the opening. They must not have been another one since. So turnover by the Bears off of that jump ball. 31-31 on the main stop scoreboard. 2:15 left here in the third quarter. Wauseon and Bryan in a really good battle of a couple of common foes. Stasa gets it to the right elbow. Works underneath the basket. Well, it's going to be a bad whistle for the Bears because I think that's going to be 3 on Avery and Fisher. She was in the right position to help. She just got a little bit handsy at the end. Didn't need to reach, just stay straight up there. The old adage, just keep them up.
Yep.
And Josie Arnold's at the scorers table to come back in for the Bears, and I would imagine she's going to come in for Avery and Fisher as Stasa knocks down the first free throw. Senior comes in averaging 10. That's her first point of the game, and she's a 60% free throw shooter. So Fisher's going to stay on. Vollmer's going to get a break. He's going to live a little dangerously right here if you're Coach Grosjean. Free throw's no good. Reyes runs it down. Poked away by a Bear. Wauseon with the lead. Coronado's 3, no good off back iron. Defensive rebound comes down to Avery and Fisher. Gets it to Josie Arnold, and the Bears will get into their offense. Maya Langham right side. That's a matchup the Bears like. She's been attacking well all night. Good bounce pass in the pocket to Piper Hannah. Hannah gets it out to Langham. Langham thought about the 3, thought about dribbling again. I'm glad she didn't. Fisher attacks all the way to the basket. Zimmerman's 3. Bang! Ava Zimmerman. Big 3, 2-point lead for the Bears. Ava Zimmerman's first 3 of the night.
Nice
the Bears are back into their man-to-man.
Nice job, Coach, the Bears on the ball screen. They got the exact switch they wanted, and again, got a wide-open 3.
Ava Zimmerman a little tight on Stoss at half court. Going to get whistled for her second foul. Just 2 on her. 4 on the Bears now, so another foul this quarter will put Wauseon on the line with 1:17 left on the main stop scoreboard. Wauseon will inbound in their half of the court with a 2-point lead.
I'd like
Roop, Stasa, Coronado, Leatherman, and Reyes on the floor for the Indians. Hannah, Zimmerman, Langham, Arnold, and Vollmer on the floor for the Bears.
I'd like to see Ava not get her third because she's really frustrating the Wauseon guards right now. And if she can go into quarter 4 with 3 fouls to give, that really lets her be aggressive.
Leatherman on the block, kicks to Coronado. She attacks into the paint, jump stop, kicks it out to Roop, defended by Langham. Thought about the lob into Reyes, back up to Coronado. Under a minute now left in the third. Bears with a 2-point lead. Stasa works against Arnold. Curls, shoots, too hard off glass. Oh my. Aggressive takedown there by Reyes of the smaller Hannah. Kind of bounced her off the floor, but great job by Piper Hannah getting in there and tying up the post player from Wauseon.
Didn't know if that was a jump ball or roughing the passer call.
Jump ball or a 2-point takedown.
Either one.
All right, so the Bears have the ball and the lead. 42 seconds left. Chance to add 2 here late in the third. Langham working against Hamilton off a screen from Vollmer. Works left side. Hannah. Vollmer, top of the key, 3. Off, just left. Good distance off to the left. Rebound to Stasa. Wauseon now with a chance to tie or take the lead. 20 seconds left here in the third. Stasa works on the left side. Gets it to Reyes on the block. Kicks to Roop. Roop's 3, short. Rebound by Josie Arnold. Bears have it. 7 seconds. Arnold works right side, runner. Tries to get a shot off, but it gets blocked. Out of bounds by Roop. Clock will run out. So possession arrow will be to Wauseon as we go to the break between the third and the fourth. Bears with a 2-point lead. Great game here in the district semifinals. We'll take a break and be back on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
All right, start of the fourth quarter at Miller City. District semifinal, Bryan and Wauseon. Lady Bears have a 2-point lead. Wauseon's going to have opening possession here in the fourth. 8 minutes to decide a trip to Saturday afternoon in the district finals. Coronado versus Zimmerman over and over again. Piper Hanna defending Stasa. Rupe's got it on the block, turn around. Nice soft touch, gets it to go. Set play to start the half, get it to the 6-foot post player against the smaller Bryan defense and let her go. The ball game is tied at 34. Langham left side to Hanna. Hanna working against Reyes. Goes behind her back, works left side. Finds Arnold, shot fake. Runner from the baseline. Foul on the shot. Can't get it to go, but Josie Arnold will go to the free throw line for 2. We get a foul called there. First foul on number 32, Annalie Reyes.
If you enjoy basketball, this has been a terrific coaching chess match with how teams adjust to the lineup the other team has on the floor. It's incredible.
Arnold's first free throw is good, 75% free throw shooter. Leading scorer for the Bears comes in averaging just over 13. That gets her to 8. First point of the half. Second free throw is good. Bears back with a 2-point lead, 36 seconds into the fourth quarter. Coronado working against Zimmerman, a couple of stiff arms and a shove after she hands that one off. Back into Roop, she kicks. Coronado's 3, around and out. Rebound by Fisher. Reyes tried to take it away, and Fisher just took it right back again. She'll push. Well, she had Langham open on the block on the backside, couldn't see her. Arnold now deep on the left to Langham. Shot fake on Reyes, gets it to the basket, finishes off glass. That's the matchup you want. That's the attack you want. Bears with a 4-point lead. Great decision by Amaya Langham.
It's going to force Wauseon, I think, to make a lineup change. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to bring in, I believe, Leatherman for Reyes because they simply can't defend Bryan.
Stasa works against Piper Hanna. She gets left, picks up her dribble. Out top to Roop against Langham. Jab step. She gets to the rim. Can't finish. Stasa with the rebound. Through some contact. Can't get it to go. We're going to get a jump ball call off Langham's defensive rebound. Bears will have possession. Reyes will go to the bench, and Marin Leatherman checks back in for Coach Borton's squad. 6:20 left on the clock. Fourth quarter. Bears with a 4-point lead and the basketball. Arnold inbounds to Langham, who gets it back to Arnold, who will bring it up across the timeline. Arnold works left side, gives to Hanna, screens for her. Langham works up top, gets it to Arnold, working against Marin Leatherman. Gets a screen from Amaya Langham. Zimmerman now works to the free throw line, handoff to Fisher. Fisher working against Tester, gets it to the rim. Ball gets blocked by Joanna Tester. Fisher needs to be careful, almost reached in right there.
Yeah, she cannot afford to get a cheap foul 90 feet from the basket.
Coronado's got it up. It's got Roop on the block against Amaya Langham. Roop works off of a couple screens. Now has Ava Zimmerman. Ava Zimmerman with a great job. Steps in front, steals, gets it out front to Hanna. Hanna layup, can't get it to go. Rebound by Leatherman. Bears back in transition defense. Stop the Wauseon fast break. Leatherman now has it up top. Gets it to Coronado, left side. Attacks baseline, under the basket, tries to reverse the layup, doesn't go. Leatherman gets it, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Either Josie Arnold or Piper. Josie Arnold will get her second. Good offensive rebound there by Marin Leatherman, active coming from the top of the key. Coach Grosjean protecting Avery Ann Fisher a little bit, gets her a break, gets Miley Vollmer on the floor. Bears with a 4-point lead. Wauseon inbounds under their basket. Good backdoor cut by Tester, taken away by Vollmer, and then she pokes away the inbound pass. 5:05 left on the main stop scoreboard.
Both teams are just setting on everybody's out-of-bounds plays. There's nothing easy this fourth quarter.
A couple of really well-coached teams right here. Another opportunity for the inbound up top to Tester, working against Vollmer. I think you can pick a player there, either Langham or Vollmer. Vollmer's going to get called for the bump. That'll be her second, team second. 2 on the Bears here in the fourth, 1 on Wauseon. Foul's not an issue yet for teams. Another inbound attempt, lob into Roop, catches in the paint. Miley Vollmer, great double. Comes down, ties up Roop. About had the steal on that. Great double by Miley Vollmer. Good awareness by her. Wauseon will try it again, out of bounds underneath. Inbound lob to Roop, high right elbow. She gets to Tester on the right side. Tester guarded by Vollmer, ball poked away by Arnold, back to Leatherman. Leatherman skips to Coronado, works off a screen from Stas, she gets all the way down to the left block against Zimmerman, tries to get in the paint, nothing there. Marin Leatherman picks up the loose ball. Coronado works again up top against Ava Zimmerman. Tester on the right side. And just has it taken away by Miley Vollmer, throws it ahead to Ava Zimmerman, and then great hustle by Stasa. She pokes away that lead pass out to Ava Zimmerman, so Bears will have possession underneath their own basket, up 4, 4:20 left in the ball game. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. Full timeout. We're going to take one with them here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922. We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Back to this full timeout here at Miller City. Bryan with a 38-34 lead. All of our timeouts sponsored again by S&S Directional Boring. Don't let old lead water lines or broken sewer laterals give your home an unexpected timeout. Unsure if you have lead water lines, call S&S Directional Boring at 419-630-0726, and we'll inspect it for you.
Good timeout by the Lady Indians right there. I think she sensed her kids getting a little frustrated. They've turned it over 3 straight possessions. Again, I think that's a veteran coaching move by Wauseon. May throw a little bit of a change here, but I think just to get the kids calmed down and get them relaxed for the fourth quarter play.
Bears inbound, Langham to Arnold. Jump shot, right baseline, can't get it to go. Rebound backside by Stasa. Stasa is going to look to attack all the way to the rim and just runs over Miley Vollmer, and we're going to get a block call. Wow, I don't know about that one. A lot of block charge, 50-50, and I thought Miley beat her to the spot, feet set. Tough call right there for Miley Vollmer. Picks up her third, team third.
I think
Wauseon will have it out of bounds underneath.
I think your out official was going to call a charge.
Yeah, I think so too.
They looked at each other and no one wanted to make the call.
Lob into Roop, works against Langham, tries to turn around, can't get it to go. Rebound by Amaya Langham. Great defense there by the guard against the big player from Wauseon. Arnold on the right side, 4 minutes left in the game. Bears by 4. Arnold attacks into the middle. Hannah, open 3, top of the key, back iron, can't go. Good check out by Roop against Arnold, and then Arnold commits a silly foul just because we can't afford. That's 4 now in the quarter. Wauseon's going to shoot the rest away. We need to be a little smarter than that. Third foul on Arnold, 4th on the team. So any whistle now, the rest of the way, the last 3:50, and Wauseon's going to the free throw line.
4-point game, that could be huge.
Couple there trips back to back. Miley Vollmer thought she had a charge. Josie Arnold just trying to make something happen, a little too aggressive after that rebound. Coronado up top to Roop. Roop surveys, finds a cutting Stasa. Coronado in the corner, finds Tester on the cut. And if that's on Avery Ann Fisher, that's going to be 4 on Fisher, and it is. And now Wauseon will shoot the rest of the way. Tester, nice cut on that. Good find by her. I think it was a senior teammate, Stas, a senior to senior. So Tester will go to the line. She's got 4 tonight. First free throw, front iron, back iron, and good. 3-point lead for the Bears.
This is a tough thing for a coach, especially in Coach Groschen's position, because now you've got to start looking at personnel matchups, trying to keep Avery and Fisher on the floor. Maybe a lesser person has to defend Tester.
Second free throw is no good. Avery and Fisher had it and then fell out of her hands, out of bounds. Good hustle by the freshman, just not able to pull that one in. So Wauseon will have the ball back, down 3, 3:28 left on the clock. Wauseon with 2 timeouts left, Bears with all 5, and Bears have the possession arrow. Good back screen on the inbound. Josie Arnold steps in front and ties up Roop, and the Bears will take that one as a turnover.
Great job by Josie. Read that play all the way, stepped in, knew that pass was gone before she threw it. Great scouting right there.
And Roop was going to be there for an easy shot on the block. Zimmerman works it up against Coronado. Loses her footing, ball goes out of bounds, turnover by the Bears. Some empty possessions here the last few trips for the Bears. 5 fouls on the Bears. The whistle hasn't been helpful, so there you see the reset of where we're at. Timeouts, possession, and fouls for both teams. Tester against Vollmer, deep on the left. Leatherman up top, swings to Coronado, finds Roop on the cut. Turnaround, up and good. Just too tough to stop when she's that deep, the 6-footer versus the 5'2" and 5'3" defenders for the Bears. 1-point lead for the Bears. Josie Arnold will bring it across half court. Coach Groschen's going to take a timeout, try to get his troops organized a little bit here as well. Full timeout, we'll take one with them. Be right back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Back at Miller City High School, district semifinal action, Division IV, Wauseon and Bryan, NWOAL foes facing off in a district semifinal. Winner will play at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon against the winner of our second game, WBL foes, Kenton and St. Mary's. Bears coming out of a full SNS directional boring timeout. Avery Ann Fisher back on the floor for the Bears with her 4 fouls. Amaya Langham will throw it in. She gets it into Josie Arnold in front of the scorer's table, back to Langham, and the Bears are going to set their offense. Bears need a good look and a good finish in this possession. It's been a while since they put a ball in the bucket. Zimmerman wraps all the way around, can't find daylight. Swings to Hannah, to Arnold, back to Zimmerman on the right side, defended by Tester. Up top to Avery Ann Fisher against Stasa. Swing to Hannah. Good patience by the Bears. They know what they're looking for, just haven't gotten it yet. Arnold now works against Stasa on the right side. Goes left, going to try to get to the basket. Finishes through some contact. Josie Arnold off glass, good finish.
Great offensive possession. Conscientious effort by the Bears to spread it and to be patient.
3-point lead now for the Bears, 40-37 as Coronado gets it all the way. Again, Roop down deep. Tries to draw a contact, doesn't get the whistle. Avery Ann Fisher pulls it out, down, and pushes up for the Bears. Piper Hannah, I think Coach Groschen thought he had a trap coming there, just trying to help out his player. Well, they were premature timeout. He's smiling a little bit, but he's been banking them, so he's got a chance to use one. He still has 3 left, save the possession, and he gets a chance to call something that he wants coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, great point, Coach Arnold. And I think at this point of the game, you're up 3, you're under 2 or close to under 2. You want to make sure you get the quality shot right now, because there's a difference of being up between 3 and being 5. It completely changes Wauseon's offensive philosophy coming down. You may force them to rush a shot a little quicker. When they come down from 3 now, they may have a chance to be a little more patient. I look for him to spread the floor. I look for him to try to get that mismatch. The question I throw to you is, will Wauseon do something to get that out of it? Will they try to trap them and use their length?
They've got to try to. They have to try to do something, because with 1:51 left, you can't let the Bears just burn 30 seconds, 40 seconds of possession and eat some time, because now the clock becomes a factor. Even in a one-possession game, the clock is huge. Josie Arnold will inbound in front of the Bears bench to Amaya Langham. Attacked by Tester. Just about got that one there. Good defense there by the senior. Arnold works against Roop. Finds Fisher. Fisher out top to Hannah. Hannah's going to get grabbed by Stas. A good aggressive move by Piper Hannah. Third foul on Stasa. I would like to say it's good news the Bears have it out of bounds underneath, but this has been a little bit of a little bit of a hairy situation most of the night.
I don't know. Neither team wants to take it out underneath.
No, and the Bears throw it into Stasa. Turned over. Roop's got it in the backcourt. Push ahead. Hamilton all by herself. Bears didn't get back. Hamilton blows the layup. Piper Hannah's got it with a lot of company. And the Bears throw it away. Wow, 2-on-1, and we just get a little bit out of control right there. Ava Zimmerman led the receiver just a little bit too much. Missed her on the sideline. Good effort. Bears are playing hard. You can't ever fault good, hard effort. Bears still up 3, 1:23 left on the main stop scoreboard. Wauseon's ball. Miley Ballmer checks in for Avery and Fisher to protect her and her 4 fouls. Coronado one-hand pass to Stas on the right side, defended out by Piper Hannah. Leatherman, there's the double on Roop. Tester, nice job stepping through. Kick out, Leatherman's 3. She nails it, game's tied. Marin Leatherman with a big 3 from the top of the key. That's 2 big 3s for the junior tonight. All tied up, under a minute. Arnold picks up her dribble, finds Hannah. Hannah back to Arnold, 50 on the game clock. 40 all. Arnold's going to attack. She kicks to Langham. Langham works off of a screen from Arnold. Gets in the paint. Scoop shot, no good, but she's going to go to the free throw line. Amaya Langham, sophomore, good aggressive attack. She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First foul on Marin Leatherman. 40-40 and 40 seconds left on the game clock, Coach Meister. Right where you want to be in a district semifinal.
Absolutely.
Unless, of course, it's 80-40, and Langham's first does not go. Sophomore struggled a little bit from the line, just a 50% free throw shooter this year. Bears need this one. Reyes is going to check back in for Wauseon.
I think she's doing this to make sure she gets the rebound. I won't be surprised if Wauseon gets this rebound if they don't call timeout. Either way, they're going to call timeout, and I think sub Reyes out. We got her in for a rebounding prowess.
Second free throw for Langham, rattles around, doesn't go. Pulled down by Roop, so Wauseon with the ball. Stasa up ahead to Tester. Back to Stasa, up top to Coronado, and there's the timeout with 30 seconds left. All right, we're going to stay right here. 30-second timeout. Wauseon with possession, tie ball game. Lady Bears need to stop. Any foul's going to put Wauseon on the free throw line. Wauseon has 1 to give, 1 timeout left. Bears need to force some kind of quick shot or a turnover here, and then you're going to see the same thing at the other end. If the Bears can get a stop, Coach Groshine will get a quick timeout and try to get something set up for one of his scorers.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to stay with their big lineup that they started the game with. So I'm going to anticipate that whatever she's drawing up right now is going to end up either in the hands of Reyes on the block or Roop on the block. And if it's not Reyes on the block, then my guess is that Reyes is going to step out and set a ball screen. For the Lady Bears, like you said, they can't foul, but boy, they need to get out in passing lane, see if they can get a turnover.
Yeah, and you'll see a double out of the Bears if it gets down there, and you'll see a backside cutter out of Wauseon.
And I think if Wauseon tries to hold for the last shot, if I'm Todd Groshine, I may think about doing a quick trap, a quick double just to give him something.
All right, Coronado up top, and you can see a spread out of Wauseon here. That's exactly what they're going to try to do, try to hold the ball. Tester holding up top, defended by Arnold. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Stasa. Stasa free throw line high, gets it back out top to Coronado. 9 seconds left. Zimmerman defending with a count. Roop's got the ball, works right baseline. Coronado got away with a walk in the paint, can't get it to go. Horn blows. And we're going to overtime. A little bit of extra basketball tonight here in the district semifinal. Whew, we need a break.
Bonus
Brian
basketball.
Arnold, Tim Meister here with you. We're going to overtime in the district semifinal. Bryan and Wauseon tied at 40. We'll be back after this.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
All right, here we go. Overtime at Miller City between Bryan and Wauseon. We're going to jump it up. 40 all on the main top scoreboard. 4 minutes to play. Both teams get a timeout back. So the Bears with 4, Wauseon with 2. Team fouls stay the same, so Wauseon shooting on any foul. Wauseon has 1 foul to give before the Bears will be shooting the rest of the way out. Tester and Arnold to jump it up in the circle. Ball is tipped hard into the backcourt and goes out of bounds.
We have
no official really saw where that went off of.
I know who it should go to, but I bet they're going to re-jump it because no one wants to step in and make the call. They did. That's a great job. I'm going to recant everything I just said. I didn't mean to be so critical, but typically that does that. But it was clearly who was tipped off of, so good job by the veteran crew.
All right, Bears get the ball. We're going to say the officials get it right. Inbound, Zimmerman underneath. Shot blocked by Root, but she's going to get fouled by Coronado. There's an out-of-bounds play that got us something. Coach Meister looked really good. Ava Zimmerman will go to the free throw line. Coronado gets her 4th. So 2 seconds into overtime. Ava Zimmerman at the Welling Construction free throw line. Welling Construction, 3rd generation family-owned general contractor for quality custom homes, renovation projects, and commercial work. Contact us at 419-636-3712 as the junior knocks down her first free throw. Now 6 on the night for Ava Zimmerman. Offensive, defensive substitution. Miley Vollmer in for Avery Ann Fisher for the Bears. 1-point lead for the Bears, 2 seconds into overtime. Second free throw for Zimmerman, nothing but the bottom of the net and a 2-point lead for the Bears. Bears need to play good, clean defense, try to keep Wauseon off the line, understand what it is that they're trying to do. Tester out on the far left. Reyes on the baseline, defended by Vollmer. Back to Tester. And that's where Wauseon was trying to go the entire time, trying to find a way to get it to Root. Kick to Tester. She's going to attack, spin back to her left after picking up her dribble back out to Coronado. Coronado comes off of a screen. Free throw line extended. Trying to find Roop. Reyes instead. Her shot's blocked out of bounds by Miley Vollmer. Good rotation by the junior defender for the Bears. Wauseon will keep the ball down 2 underneath their basket. Cutters off of the stack on the inbounds play by Wauseon, up top high to Coronado. Guess who's Gardner? I've said it 1,000 times tonight. Tester outside, defended by Arnold. Trying to take away, they angle. Reyes, backside look to Coronado, works against Piper Hanna, can't get it to go. We're going to get a foul called, I think, on Miley Vollmer, and that's going to put Tester at the line for 2 free throws. That'll be Vollmer's 4th. Wauseon's already in the bonus. Tester right now for Wauseon has 5. 72% free throw shooter on the year. The first free throw is good. So we'll get that offensive sub now in. Same thing for Wauseon. Leatherman for Reyes, Fisher for Vollmer. Tester with the second free throw. Bears need to check out here. Wauseon's been active on free throws today. Line drive free throw is good. Tie ball game again, 42 all, 3 minutes left on the main stop scoreboard. Josie Arnold will bring it across for the Bears, working against Sophia Roop. Arnold passed on the screen. Kicks out to Hannah. Hannah thought about the 3. Stepped through, didn't take it. Langham stops her dribble, kicks back up top to Hannah. Bears will reset their offense, get the ball to Avery Ann Fisher. Fisher working against Tester. And then we're going to get a timeout from Coach Grosjean. All right, so Coach Grosjean's going to burn one of his 4 remaining. 2:34 left on the clock. He's going to take a full timeout. Let's take a quick one here. We'll be right back on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
All right, we're in a timeout here at Miller City. 2.5, I believe, somewhere around 2:34 left on the clock. Bears took a full timeout. Going to have the ball their end of the floor. Tie ball game, 42 all. We're in overtime here at Miller City in the district semifinal. Bears will have it on the sideline opposite their bench. Wauseon still in their huddle. We'll see here whether the Bears are looking to run a set, possibly that ISO to Avery and Fisher, maybe set up a shooter on the other side. Wauseon sends out the senior Tester to defend the freshman Fisher, and Arnold will inbound from in front of the crowd. Gets it to Ava Zimmerman in the backcourt. Where Maya Langham stuck on the ground, waiting for a timeout for Coach Grosjean. I thought that might come just a little sooner. So 2:22 there. Well defended by Stas up top. The reversal from Zimmerman, I don't know whether it got poked away or just got hands in her eyes. But Langham didn't catch it clean and then just never really had the ball. So the Bears dodge a bit of a bullet right there and don't turn that over.
Yeah, they tried to run Josie through a pinch screen on the weak side. And I think they would have had it, but Wauseon did a great job of defending with very busy hands. Again, we'll see what they come out and run with another set. Obviously, at this point, every possession is gold. Every possession is so important that he's going to make sure he gets something good. Now we'll go back to what you talked about, Coach Arnold, the out-of-bounds plays. The last time they got the layup from Ava Zimmerman, they ran a counter to everything they had run with her to the ball side instead, ran her backside. Let's see if he has a counter to another set here.
Wherever Bruce Wheeler is right now, he's yelling for cross plus. Avery Ann Fisher gets it down on the block, out to Arnold. Thought about the 3, gave up the 3, fires the 3, can't get it to go, rolls in and out, and Leatherman grabs the rebound. Bears need to defend now. 2:07 left on the game clock. Tie ball game. Coronado against Zimmerman to Leatherman. Flex action now out of Wauseon. They've got the pin down post by Roop. She's going to turn back to that left shoulder. That's been good all night long, and Roop's going to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair in our tied ball game. That foul's going to be on Josie Arnold. That'll be her 4th. And now Fisher and Arnold both with 4. Neither team can foul. Everybody's going to the free throw line on every foul called at this point. Sophia Roop, 74% free throw shooter on the year, quickly gets it up and in, and Wauseon has a 1-point lead. Second free throw, good. Wauseon up to 1:55 left here in the district semifinal in overtime. Langham gets it across, gets it to Arnold. Fisher being face guarded by Joanna Tester. Arnold hands off to Zimmerman. Gets it to Fisher on the backside. Bears clear out, give her some room to work. Scoop pass from Fisher to Langham. Langham wanted some contact twice, couldn't get either shot to go. And then we're going to get a jump ball called that's going to go to Wauseon. Avery and Fisher, great job getting there on the offensive board. Whistle went the other way. So the Bears are in a little bit of a pickle now. 1:26 left. Wauseon up 2 with the ball. Bears can't afford now, like Wauseon was earlier, can't afford to allow Wauseon to burn a lot of clock.
No, I think the Bears will play solid defense till about 45 seconds, then they may have to change their strategy. But I'd like to see them trap, get some busy hands. They need to step, though, and force Wauseon to put the ball on the floor.
Tester attacks.
Just like that.
Turns it over. Get on the ball. Get on the ball. Get on the ball. And we get another jump ball. Miley Vollmer gets in to help her teammate, Ava Zimmerman. Jump ball now to Bryan. Another turnover. Good turnover by the Bears. Great defense by Ava Zimmerman again. Miley Vollmer, great help to tie that up. Bears take possession back, down to 1:05 left on the clock. Bears have to get a bucket or get fouled this possession and find a way to get this ball game tied or better. Zimmerman working against Coronado. Spin dribble at half court. Bears try to run Josie Arnold off of a long screen. Now Langham has it, 50 seconds on the game clock. Langham right down Broadway, ball gets blocked away. Fisher keeps it alive. And we're going to get a foul called on Coronado.
Tester.
On Tester. Foul on Joanna Tester. That'll be her 4th. And that's going to put Amaya Langham back on the free throw line. Great hustle by both Fisher and Langham to keep that possession alive off glass.
Great hustle, Coach Arnold. I mean, she fought, battled, scrapped. Let's see her finish it off with a couple made free throws.
Sophomores played hard. First free throw is short. 42.9 on the clock. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Everybody's in the bonus. Coronado has 4 for Wauseon. Tester has 4. Arnold and Fisher with 4 for the Bears. Second free throw is good for Langham. 1-point lead for Wauseon with 42.9 on the clock.
I think if Wauseon gets the ball in the hands of Coronado, I think Bryan will try to foul. I think that's the person they want at the free throw line.
Yep, if you're Coach Grosjean, good call, Coach Meister. 51% free throw shooter. She's got 5 points on the night. A lot of night dealing with Ava Zimmerman all night, trying to get the ball up the floor. Going to get 2, Leatherman, Arnold, and Fisher at the scorer's table, ready to check back in for both teams. And Coronado's first free throw is off back iron, no good. Here's where the Bears got to be good rebounding again. Wauseon's been really active, longer than the Bears. That was a long off back iron free throw, so you got to check out and get some movement backwards.
Big check out here. You need to pinch on the non-shooter side.
Second free throw, long again. Chased down by Langham. She gets out of trouble. Works up the right side. Ball gets poked away. Stasa fouls. Langham's going to go to the free throw line again for the Bears.
Young lady just made her last free throw.
Saw the last one go in.
Yes, sir. Let's see the next 2 go in, Amaya.
Amaya Langham with 9. Bears down 1. First free throw, good. Second Bear in double digits tonight. Tie ball game with 26.4 left. Now the Bears, make or miss, need to make sure they're back in transition defense if Wauseon wants to look to run. No subs at the table. Second free throw, good. Bears have a 1-point lead, 45-44, 26.4 left on the main stop scoreboard. Full court pressure from the Bears. Stasa gets by Piper Hanna, and then we're going to get a timeout. Easy layup lane there for the senior. Coach Borton wanted the timeout. Reyes had a path cleared for her. So
I don't
the only thing that would have been good for the Bears there is you're going to get the ball back only down 1. Now you got to play defense, no fouls. everything you can to force a turnover right here. Defensively for the Bears, I know you got to think a little bit about a possible second overtime as you have Arnold and Fisher, it looks like, are going to remain on the floor. Neither one of those two can give up a foul, which you're not looking to foul, but they've got to be real careful about any defense they offer in this situation as well.
I think at this point of the game, you're up 1, 20-some seconds left, you're down to possession, you put the 5 best on the floor. Now, certainly you're having conversations with Josie and Avery Ann about playing smart, but the other thing is, do you switch them on personnel where they become more help side instead of on-ball defense?
Coach Groshine had a couple last-second reminders there. Looked like Fisher and Langham he was talking to, so probably yes. Know who you're defending.
And then the other piece is they've got to lay a body on Roop and test run any miss. Those two have been very, very good on the offensive boards tonight.
Redo. False horn from the table. We're going to reset that. The upside for the Bears is you got a chance to see what Wauseon was looking to do. Inbounded into the backcourt to Coronado, defended by Hannah. Leatherman up top.
They've got
catches
to set
high.
up for an ISO and Roop on the block.
Yep. Flex. Roop draws all kinds of company. Coronado fakes the 3, drives through the paint. Off contact, can't get it to go. Loose ball underneath. We're going to get a timeout with 2.2 on the clock. Wauseon had possession. Coach Borton called timeout. Real close to a jump ball, but that was going to Wauseon anyway. So 2.2, last timeout for Wauseon. They're down 1. Bears have to make everything go away from the basket. They can't catch anything in the paint, and you cannot foul. None of these officials want to blow a whistle for a foul right here that's going to decide this game. But you can't be obvious.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You have to make sure that you are straight up. The body contact's not going to get called. The reaches and grabs are. Looking at what Wauseon might do, I think they might go lob to Roop with 2.2 left. It's not like you can get it in, make a couple of passes, set a couple screens. What I want to see is what Coach Groshine is going to do. Who's defending the inbounder?
And I want to see, too, once he sees their set, whether he burns one of his last 2 timeouts.
He should, absolutely.
I would like to see Miley Vollmer defend on the ball here, the out of bounds, so don't give up that easy throw at the rim. But Miley's over on the side.
Yep, great call.
Stas is going to inbound. Roop's on the block. Josie Arnold needs to sag a little bit to help right here. Backside cut. Test. Oh, and they called the foul. I can't believe they called the foul. Oh, my goodness. You better be really sure because that looked real clean. 1.3 on the clock. Joanna Tester has been really good from the free throw line, and she's going to shoot 2. Chance to tie or give Wauseon the lead. And that call was on Avery Ann Fisher. That's 5 on her. Boy, I can't believe that one. With all the things that have gone that way tonight. Wow. Joanna Tester, senior on the line for Wauseon. Been very good at the free throw line.
That's
first free throw is good.
Coach Groshine tried to call a timeout there. The official didn't blow his whistle in time. And he turned and looked at him. And when he went to blow the whistle for the timeout, the shooter already had the ball.
All right, timeout on the floor here. Full timeout. Tie ball game again. There'll be 1.3 on the clock when we come back to the free throw line, but all that matters is Joanna Tester, senior for Wauseon, on the free throw line. And boy, Coach Meister, I said it. You can be physical, just don't be obvious. And I think that looked like it could be as much a clean pick as we've seen all night long. I was really surprised the official blew their whistle.
We were kind of blocked out from it. And at least I'm glad the back official didn't make the call. But, yeah, I mean, in that situation, that's tough unless it was, again, we didn't have the
unless
best
he
angle.
saw something from his angle where there's a whole lot of skin. But, boy, I don't know about that.
And, again, I think on a miss, Brian's got to make sure they block out.
Wauseon pulls everybody off of the line so they can't take a chance at a foul.
And on a make,
Coach Meister, or Coach Groshine, if he gets a defensive rebound, he's going to want a quick timeout for a chance. Free throw is good. Tie ball game. Coach Groshine with a timeout again here, going to try to set something up with 1.3 left. Try to run into somebody, draw some contact. Boy, tough way for that one. Lady Bears with really good defense on that end. Joanna Tester, give that kid a lot of credit going to the free throw line, knocking those 2 free throws down. That gets her to 9 points on the night.
She actually made a cut out of the out-of-bounds play because they didn't get the initial, and then she just cut to the ball because she realized the count was at 3 or 4. And that's what your seniors do. They make heady plays like that, and she's a kid who's played 4 years of college basketball, or excuse me, 4 years of high school basketball.
We'll see. The Bears have got now, just now where you wanted the ball to go away from the basket, you got to get something going towards your basket. You may have to look at trying to draw some contact. I might get in front of that same official who blew the last one. Maybe he'll give the Bears a chance to go to the line with something. You never know. Maybe try to get run over through a screen.
Yep. If they guard the inbounder, I think you try to set the screen, but it looks like Wauseon may not guard the inbounder. If you're Bryan, you want to at least get a shot off. You got Miley Vollmer, I think, can probably get the ball in fairly long.
Yeah, looking for the baseball pass. She gets it. Langham, no good, ball game. So Wauseon pulls off the overtime win in the district semifinal, 46-45. Tough loss for a young, gutsy Lady Bears team right there. Battled a team that they lost to by 17 just a week and a half ago. Gave them everything they wanted, great game plan, good execution by the Bears. Everything but the finish, Coach Meister. Really good work by the girls tonight.
Yeah, first and foremost, hats off to both teams. When you ask kids to play their hearts out in a district game, this is how you draw it up. This is the definition of playing your hearts out. 2 Lady Bears put themselves in every position to win the game against a team who beat them by 17 a week before. I mean, gutty, gritty, really can't ask anymore. I know they're going to be very disappointed. They're going to walk away tonight, maybe with a lot of what-ifs. But again, they made so many terrific and wonderful plays to get themselves into this position tonight. Just a tough ending.
That was just, you play a lot of ball games, you're in a lot of big situations. These girls are going to be in more big ball games, big situations. This is one you got to walk away from. This is one of those win or learn situations. So learn from this, find a way to work your way back here next year. Again, we've talked about this throughout the season. I'll say it again. If you told us at the beginning of the year that we've got a team that's over 500, they got themselves to, where our final record got themselves to 13 wins. Battled in the middle of the league, had a shot at Patrick Henry, had a lead most of the night with Patrick Henry on our home floor all night long. Took Archbold to overtime, who had 16 or 17 wins this year. Take Wauseon into overtime right here. You're real close. You're right where you want to be. Close doesn't make it feel any better tonight, but when you step back and look at this season, in the final analysis, you're going to see that you're pretty proud of the way the girls played and the product that you got. I think great effort by the girls, great effort by the coaches. You can be proud of all this.
Yeah, absolutely, and they did all the right things they needed to do to put themselves in position to win. Really happy for Amaya Langham. I know you said she struggled a bit from the foul line. Boy, did she hit some huge free throws tonight to put them in that situation. And as you said, I think you look at teams, and it's not going to be a good perspective tonight because it's horrible to lose. Todd Groshey's not going to sleep tonight. The girls aren't going to sleep tonight. There's going to be a lot of tears. But we talked about when you play and you compete, this is the risk that you take. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. When they get it in more perspective, I think as a coach, the one thing I always looked at is, did my teams maximize their efforts? And you were the same way. Did my teams maximize their talent? Did we get the most out of them? I don't know how we get any more out of these kids than what we got.
No, absolutely not.
Which is tremendous. And that is a testament and a compliment to them because those kids have just gotten better and better and better. And the one thing they've always done is they play their tails off. Their effort is tremendous.
Yep, that group played hard. No complaints. The people that saw the game tonight, everybody that made the trip down, everybody that followed along with us streaming, you saw a team that gave you everything they had in maybe some smaller frames and a little bit outsized from time to time. They never played like that. They never complained about it. They just battled for 4 quarters every time they're on the floor. So we're going to come back here in a minute, wrap things up for Miller City, talk about some quick stats, and wrap up our season here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, since 1922, we've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Back at Miller City High School, wrapping things up here from the Division IV district semifinal. Wauseon comes out a 1-point winner here in overtime over the Lady Bears. Want to thank the sponsors that made tonight's game and all the games this season possible: the Bryan Athletic Boosters, the Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowe, Krill Funeral Home, Starks Plumbing and Heating, and Thiel Supply Center. So Coach Meister, a tough one there for the girls. We talked a little bit about it before we went to the break, but let's talk some stats here from tonight's ball game.
Yep, absolutely. Team stats for Wauseon, they were 11 for 38 from the 2 and only 4 for 15 from the 3. 14 offensive rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds, 11 turnovers, and 13 for 17 from the free throw line. The Bryan Lady Bears, they were 9 for 30 from the 2, 5 for 13 from the 3, 9 offensive rebounds, 23 defensive rebounds. They also had 11 turnovers, and they were 12 for 16 from the free throw line. And I think some of those low shooting percentages have more to do with those two teams and how they defend than anything else, because there was some tired physical play, some tired legs in the fourth quarter. But again, great effort by both teams. Individual scoring for Wauseon, Stassa with 1, Tester with 9, no bigger 2 than the last 2 free throws. Kissel with 2, Marin Leatherman, who was a huge contributor off the bench and played key minutes for them, with 8, Coronado with 5, Hamilton with 3, Reyes with 6, and they were led by Sophia Root with 12, who the Bears did a tremendous job of keeping in check. The Bryan Lady Bears, Ava Zimmerman with 7, Piper Hanna with 7, Avery Ann Fisher with 6, Miley Vollmer with 3, and they were led by Amaya Langham with 11 and Josie Arnold with 11.
Great effort by the Bears. You got to love the balance of that scoring. Game didn't get out of the 40s in overtime, but like you said, that had a lot more to do with the defense than it did with poor offense. Give both teams a ton of credit. We said it more than once. A couple of teams that know each other really well. You know what the other guy wants to do. You're ready to take away what the other guy wants to do, make people beat you left-handed, and that's, I think both teams did that defensively tonight. Try to force you out of what you're comfortable with. You know, Wauseon came in with a huge size advantage. You should be able to sit Roop and Reyes on the block all night long against our lineup that goes no bigger than 5'7" or 5'8" and is closer to 5'2" and to 5'4". And our girls battled all night long to make sure that that wasn't the reason they lost this game.
I think both teams executed how they wanted to, and when they couldn't execute, it was due to the other team. It wasn't because of flaws of their own. It's just the other team forced them into things that they weren't comfortable with or wanted to do. Again, some final comments here as we're wrapping up. I'm going to step away from being a commentator broadcaster and talk more about a community member of Bryan and someone who has a lot of vested interest in Bryan athletics and a lot of pride in that. This was a team that was enjoyable for me to watch, and I want to tell you why. There was no individuals out there. There was nobody out there jacking up shots because they wanted to get their own. There was nobody out there refusing to pass the ball. There was nobody out there not playing hard defense. In fact, the two leading scorers, Avery Ann Fisher and Josie Arnold, I could easily say they may be two of the most unselfish players on the team. And Ava Zimmerman, who plays her role very well. When I roll all those things into one, I stand here right now a very proud Golden Bear and very proud to say I'm a fan of this basketball team. And quite honestly, I can't wait to watch them next year.
We can't say it any better than that. A lot of pride for those girls, for the coaches, for what they were able to do this year. After you lost all 5 starters from last year's team, another senior sub off that team, you had one girl coming back that had any kind of substantial varsity minutes. You know, I've said it over and over, said it till we're all tired of hearing it. But this season, if you said it had went south and it didn't go very well and we won single-digit games and we really struggled everywhere, I think you would have understood. You know, when you're finishing a season or you're starting a season after you've lost 90% more of all of your stats, that's a tough thing to overcome. You give these kids and coaches a lot of credit for what they were able to overcome.
So you've been in coaching longer than I have, actually, and you've coached more recently than I have, but I think I know the answer. I want to ask it. So you're Coach Grosky, and you're in that locker room. You know every one of those kids other than one is going to come back. What's your message to them after this game?
I think in the moment, you say you got to remember how this feels. You remember how it feels, to get that win over Napoleon, to overcome what you did overcome and get yourself into a district semifinal, get to go play at Miller City where you saw the older girls play as they were making their run. Big picture, you got to say, look at what we did. Look at what we accomplished when we didn't know who we were going to be or what we were going to do coming into the season, where we were going to get our offense from. The freshmen stepped up and was fantastic and had an all-league season. But we had 3 girls get all-league recognition, a first team, a second team, and an honorable mention. And that didn't include Piper Hanna. It didn't include Amaya Langham. It didn't include Miley Vollmer. But we were a team. We did things 1 through 8 together. And I think you said it better than anybody else could say. I think the future looks really bright having all of those kids back coming to next year. You know, go play hard, go do whatever it is you do in the spring. If you're not playing a spring sport, you get a chance to get a ball in your hands, go play a little bit. We know how Coach Grosjean likes to use the summer to develop and get better. And like you said, I think everybody here, everybody that's associated with it now, is excited to see how this next season's going to go. You set a standard, your younger girls in those programs coming up. You know, that who's the next freshman that can be an Avery and Fisher? Who's the next young kid that can get in the rotation? You give them things that they want to work for because they want to be a part of this. Everybody loves tournament runs, and it went 2 games this year for the Bears. But I've been around Bryan long enough and been around Bryan sports long enough to know that a lot of times our tournament runs don't run very far. So get some excitement, keep the excitement, and then make that work for you as you go into next season.
Well said.
All right, well, we are done here tonight. We are done here for the season on the Golden Bear Sports Network and our basketball coverage. It's been another fantastic season of covering the Bryan Golden Bears. It's been an honor to be able to do it and to do it with Coach Meister. It's been a lot of fun for me, and I would have just wished we were coming back on Saturday. I really was. I was feeling Saturday. I thought for sure we had it.
I think we were both feeling Saturday at one point.
I want to thank our director, Chris Malanga, who let me stick duct tape on his back tonight as I walked 10,000 steps in the box up here to work around this very convenient column. He did an outstanding job all year long. John Dalrymple and Colton Sheeline worked the cameras up here in the box with us tonight. As always, thank Athletic Director Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzma. I want to thank Golden Bear Photo, Matt Neff, and Stephanie Ponsack. Back at the radio station tonight, thank you to Krista Bruner at WQCT and Chris Malanga for all of his work as the executive producer of the Golden Bear Sports Network. We also want to thank Kevin, that's really small on the Dietring, back at WQCT also. Oh, at Miller said, oh, all right. I can't read that. That's way too small. You guys on the screen watching at home can read that way better than I can. The guys from Miller City want to say thank you to him.
He goes by the name of The Kevin, so that's all you got to say.
This student broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time for all of us here at the Golden Bear Sports Network. With Tim Meister, I'm Brian Arnold. Bears go down in overtime by 1 to Wauseon. They'll move on to play the winner of our next game Saturday afternoon. Have a great night, everybody.